public safety? If not, then we'll move on to the public library, which begins on page 156. Questions and comments for the public library?
Beth Scare, Nashua. I've been observing the library for a number of years. This is the one area of the budget I know a little bit about. I've been very confused about the salaries and the staff hours at the library. What I see is they're not well-paying jobs, but they get a lot of hours. And strangely, if you go there at like 8:30 in the evening on a weeknight, you'll find two people at the front desk waiting to check out, and you'll have someone in the teen room and someone in the children's room, even though it's probably too late for most kids. And there's someone downstairs, and it's like there could easily be more staff than there are actually people in the library at that time of night. And I'm wondering if they're getting more hours to compensate for the low pay, in which case, I mean, it all seems very strange and doesn't seem like a good plan for paying their staff. So I just have been thinking about this for a long time, and I wanted to, bring awareness to that, because I don't know that anyone else has noticed it. And also for the library director, I was just wondering if her pay is comparable to other library directors in the region. It seemed kind of high relative to, what other people are getting paid in the city to do, for other positions like that. So that's my concerns about the library. And also, where's all this money for like renovation and moving it? The whole thing. I mean, I've been going to the trustees meetings and hearing how they're going to move the whole library out, and there's going to be a new building.
I believe Director McCormick is here to answer some of your questions.
Thank you. Jennifer McCormick, Library Director. Thank you for those questions. I'm going to try to answer them in order. So in response to the question about staffing at the library, and if you're there late in the evening, it's true. It can sometimes, after 8:30, it will certainly feel like there are more staff people in the building than there are customers at times. We fully staff the building until 9 o'clock at night because our meeting rooms are used and booked until 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes a group will book a room until 9 and they'll leave at 8:20 instead, but we certainly wouldn't close early or than our posted hours. And for a point of reference, our meeting rooms were used almost 4,800 times in the last year. So that's one of our key services. And this is a good segue to talk about the renovation plans. One of the major outcomes of a library renovation will be more efficient use of space. So right now we are staffing 5 different service points in the building. And at most of those desks, we have 2 people, sometimes only 1. We expect in the renovated building, we'll be down to 1 or 2 service desks for the whole building. And that will radically change the way we use our staff and the kinds of services they can provide. As to my salary, I think my salary is comparable to directors in other similar sized cities. I believe I'm paid about 10% less than the Manchester library director. Qualifications to be a library director, you are required to have a master's degree, which is a little bit different than maybe some other positions. And as to the cost of the renovation and moving, Ms. Scare is a regular attendee at the meeting, and it feels good to have someone be paying attention and thinking about our renovation. That is all. I think earlier tonight someone used the word aspirational. So the trustees and I have been working I've been here since 2010, and I've been thinking about it since then. But we've been working since 2022 on a facility assessment, and then a feasibility study, trying to identify what library services the community needs and how best to provide them. Our building is not in the best of condition. We are currently working with the admin services director on the next phase of design for the renovation. The Board of Aldermen approved a bond of $1 million last year to continue the design process, but there have been no funds identified or secured for construction or moving. That's all part of the process. And the trustees will start meeting with the Committee on Infrastructure on Wednesday, January 24th, I think is the first joint special meeting. So those would be good meetings to attend to keep up on our progress on design and funding for that. Thank you. I think I hit all the points.
All right, anybody